Welcome! In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this BEKOYWOY green beam laser level. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. Let's get this open. So here we have a magnetic mounting arm, so we can unscrew this and this will tilt at different angles. Magnets here, has some rubber feet, and here is a 1/4 thread. And here's the laser level itself. This is a self-leveling laser level. It will self-level if you have it within 3 degrees of level. So here's the user manual. Let's open this up. This has a horizontal line switch, a vertical line switch, laser window, power switch. It says slide the power switch to on or the middle position between the on and off to turn on the laser tool, and slide the power switch off to turn it off. It says press H to turn on or off the horizontal laser line, press V to turn on or off the vertical laser line. Self-leveling mode is enabled when the slide power switches to the on position. In this mode, the laser level is self-leveling if the slope is within 3 degrees. When out of 3 degrees, the laser will alarm and the laser lines will blink. Tilt mode is enabled when you slide the power switch to the middle location between on and off. This mode allows the laser tool to project non-level laser lines, so you can use the laser tool at any angle. That's a nice feature, so you can use this to get a level line, or you can just have any arbitrary line. And here are the specs. This is the green laser line. You can read the specs here. This takes 2 AA batteries. The IP rating is IP54, so it can be splashed with water. And here's safety precautions. You'll want to read through all of these. It's important to note that lasers can be dangerous to your eyes, so make sure you learn about all the safety precautions when using lasers. I'll open this up. This takes AA batteries. I'll grab some batteries. I'll install those in here. Beeping. It looks like it's already on. I'll slide that off. Okay, so if we look in here, we can see the lens and we can see the 2 lasers in there. Needless to say, this is off right now. So we have 4 plastic feet here, or we can mount this here with the 1/4 thread. So that's a standard tripod thread. So you can mount this on a camera tripod, a clamping arm. There are many options for mounting this. So I'll set this down here and I'll turn it on. So I'll turn this on to the on mode. So it stops kind of in the middle, and then we can go forward. Now it's at an angle, so it's beeping. I'll lay it down, and now it's going to project the line there. So I can hit vertical. It'll do the vertical line. Press it again, it will turn it off. H is horizontal line. So I can do either one or both. So then again, if I tilt this, it's going to start beeping. So if you put this on a tripod or something, you want to adjust your tripod within 3 degrees, but it's easy to tell if you're within 3 degrees because it will beep if you're not. So now I'll shine this at the wall. So the laser is not quite high enough, so I'm actually going to, I'll shut it off. I'll mount it on this clamping arm so I can get this up a little higher. Most of the time I'll probably be using a tripod, but since I'm on a bench right now, it seems just as easy to use this clamping arm. So I'll loosen this up. I'll turn this around and I will turn it on all the way. Okay, got that. So this clamping arm isn't super stable. It's stable once you get it going, but like if I press this button, I want to turn the vertical line on. I may tilt it and make it beep, but maybe it'll settle out here. Okay, so it's settling out. So here you can see these cross lines here. So if I tap this, you'll see they'll kind of wiggle a little bit, and then they will level themselves. So that's something to keep in mind. If you are moving this every 2 seconds, it does have to settle out. But once you set it up, it just stays still. So I do have my camera light on the wall here. Let me turn that off. So you can see, let me turn it all the way up too. So this is all the way up. So it's very bright on the wall right now. And you can easily see these lines. Now when I turn it down, they're even brighter. So I'll go turn the overhead light off. So you can see these lines are highly visible. So now if I switch to the middle position on the switch, we're locking those lines in place, and now I'm actually just going to bend this arm. So I bend it like that. So say you have some sort of like a stair rail or something. You can position the laser like this, and you can mark the positions of where you want to, say, put your stair rail brackets. So that's very convenient. And I don't know if I had those focused in, but I have it focused in now, so you can see how sharp it was. It may have been slightly out of focus. So let me measure the line here. The line is about 1/8 of an inch thick. So here's the line from around 29 feet away. Here the width is around 3/16 of an inch. So then this mount can fit on the bottom here. So we'll take it like this. We'll screw it into that thread. About like that. And then we can magnet this to some surface. Here's the side of my toolbox. It's what I have available. But typically this would be used for something like a sheet metal stud. So I can put that on there. It's a little hard to tighten down when it's up against the metal surface. So I'll tighten the angle down here. I can put that up here. And actually I could rotate this a little bit. And there we have the laser level pointing at the wall. So this would also work in a corner. Now I'm hand holding this, needless to say you'd put this on a tripod or something, but if you're doing cabinet work and you want your cabinets to be level all around your kitchen, you could do this. And if you have multiple corners, you could say mark on the left, mark on the right with a little pencil, and then you could move the laser and then move that laser line around. You can make sure the laser is level with that pencil mark so you could get it the same everywhere. So that's the BEKOYWOY green beam laser level with auto leveling. A level like this can be very handy when doing things like installing cabinets, installing a deck, building walls, installing doors and windows. You can set this up so you can have a plumb line next to your door or your window, so you know you're putting the doors and windows in plumb and level. So those are kind of like construction things you can do, but these can also come in handy when you're doing things like hanging pictures on a wall. You can set this back and have a line going down the whole wall, and you can line up multiple pictures with each other, or even shelves. If you're installing floating shelves, you can set this up and then make sure your floating shelves are level with each other. I like that this is very bright, so you don't really have to change your lighting conditions to see the laser line. And it's also nice that it has these separate for vertical and horizontal, so if you're not using one, you can turn it off. You're not wasting the batteries on that. And then it has that nice lock feature, so if you don't want to auto level, you can use that feature to actually connect things up. As I said earlier, that would be good for rails, or maybe you're putting pictures on a wall at an angle. You can turn the laser on, turn this at an angle, get that line on there, and you can just line everything up perfectly. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.